What's up, it's your boys, man? I ain't even gonna waste y'all time with a long ass intro today. We back again with another lessons we learned in anime because I was just so eager to put another one up. I enjoyed the last one that I put up. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Anyway, we're gonna get right into it. So we're gonna talk about Danganronpa in this one. Now, in Danganronpa, it's a show about. It's another one of those death game anime where you're trapped inside a scenario. They're trapped inside this school, and to them at first they didn't know that the outside world had ended, but spoiler alert, it had ended, and there was a lot of different things that played a part in that, but mainly they were trapped inside this school, and the premise of the death game that they were forced to play was they had to unalive someone and get away with it, and if they got away with it then they could leave, but if they didn't get away with it and they were caught, then they would be publicly unalived in front of everybody else. You have this wacky bear, Monokuma. Monokuma is literally the funniest thing about the entire show. Like, laughing at the mood all the time, even though it's a really serious and somber, like, situation of shit that's going on. And Monokuma kind of just laughs all that up. He's great. He's, like, fantastic. But, one by one, essentially, everybody is, like, picking each other off and getting caught after doing it, which is crazy. But they're picking each other off instead of just living in harmony. Here's my problem. Here's the reason why I'm making this video. The lesson that was to be learned here was they did get a chance to live in harmony at one point, and they did not take it. They wanted to get out so bad. They wanted to get out so bad that they were willing to take someone else's life to do so. And the problem with this is, yeah, Monokuma did give them a rule like, hey, it's been too long since a body's been dropped, so everybody's gonna be unalived if somebody don't unalive somebody else. He did say that at one point during the show. However, they all could have used that small amount of time and put their brains together to figure something out other than unaliving each other. Because honestly and truly, without knocking everybody out, how was Monokuma gonna unalive them all? They didn't know that. They didn't know how he would do it because it was just a bear. They didn't know who was controlling the bear, how many people was behind this. All they knew was they were trapped in the school. They had rooms, showers, they had gyms, like facilities, they had a swimming pool, they had like the kitchen was restocked daily, they had nice showers, like they had really everything they could want, libraries, all that good stuff. They really had everything that they could want, and all they had to do was just figure out a way to make the best of the situation and put their heads together. The lesson that should have been learned in this anime was working together, but they did not. They refused to. I guess when you're faced in a situation where you're like you think that you need to get out of like you're really stuck in a place where you're going to lose your life, I guess in a situation like that it's life or death. So you have to decide whether or not to really respond a certain way, and they all decided to choose their own lives over everybody else's, which I'm not faulting nobody at that, but they really could have just thought about it a little more, like helped each other out and try not to like throw away every moral that they probably had before this and just figure the stuff out. Like, it's probably easier said than done. I'm probably just throwing speculations out there, but they really could have figured something out. I mean, in the end of the show, it was literally three people left, and then they figured it out. Like, if they could have figured out who Monokuma was after the first episode, which it was kind of a little bit obvious, even though it was kind of a twist at the same time. It was obvious to me because it just didn't make, some things didn't add up, because one person died unlike everybody else. Like, they had a different unaliving than everybody else in the show, so that part was already suspicious to me. But yeah, if they would have just all investigated it and went that route with it instead of giving into the pressure of killing each other, then yeah, I think that they really could have made it out without, doing all the extra. Anyway, this has been your boy Iceman rambling on about a bunch of nonsense all over again. If you made it this far in the video, man, like the video, subscribe, and let me know in the comments. Like, engage with me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Alright, until the next video, you guys stay cool.